from my vantage point, it looked like most of the balls were up over the plate. So, that's not where he pitches. He's a guy who pitches down the zone, changes speeds, and didn't locate his off-speed pitches. So, we got in trouble early, and at least we battled back and made it a game until the end.
After you guys have battled back, obviously Robles comes on and gives up that home run. You had mentioned before the game, maybe with some rest, Robles could get back to where he was at some point. What have you seen from him here during this recent stretch, though?
Well, again, Steve, it all comes down, we've said so many times, it comes down to making pitches, locating your fastball. We had an opportunity, Simmons is a dead fastball hitter. Got an account where, he thought he could get the ball in on him and didn't. Left it up, and, he hit it in the seats. But, it was the 2-out walk that started it. I mean, you can't walk guys. I mean, if you look at his numbers, lefties are hitting 60 against him, 0-60 against him, and he walks lefty to start a big inning. So we gotta be able to get around that.
Tony?
Terry, you've still got a little bridge to cover before Matz and Lugo come back. Are you comfortable going back to Malone, or do you have to take a look at things? Are you comfortable going back to Malone, or do you have to take a look at things?
Well, Tony, I mean, to be honest, we're gonna move. We're gonna give Zach an extra day this time. So we even talked about possibly moving DeGrom back a day due to let the blister have a chance to heal up, which means we got to stick somebody in on Wednesday. That being the case, right now, Tom was going to go back out. He's our, we think that's our best option.
Would that be Gesellman on Wednesday then?
Well, again, I tell you this, you guys are going to write it down, and it's going to be on top of the Empire State Building tonight in lights. And I'm not quite ready for that. I said right now we're going to probably push Zach back for sure, because he thought he could use one extra day. The other one we haven't decided yet, but I just said if that's the case, Dan and I talked, if that's the case, maybe we ought to move Jake back and let him have the day because of his finger. So that's a possibility. So if that's opening, then that'll be Gesellman, yeah.
Ken?
Terry, what's Reyes' status?
Okay, he came in today, just said, a few years ago, apparently he broke one of his ribs in Toronto. Was kind of tight today. Obviously, he actually did some stuff before the game and said, look, if you need me, I can probably go in an emergency. With what's happened here, we weren't taking a chance at it. So it's nothing I don't think is very serious. I just said day game after night game, big night last night, a lot of running the bases, a lot of swings. And you guys know this guy, 7% body fat, wound pretty tight. And he wanted to play. Believe me, he wanted to play. He said, I think I'll be okay. And I said, you haven't been paying attention to what's going on here. Every time we play somebody that's got a tweak, we end up losing for 3 weeks. So we didn't play him today.
You're hopeful about Tuesday?
Oh, I think it'll be fine Tuesday. Yeah.
Dave?
Terry, offensively, you guys have done pretty well. Between the starters and the bullpen, it's kind of been a tug of war. It's been short on the starter side and then the strain on the bullpen. What can happen to change that? Do these guys just have to somehow, find a way to turn a corner here, or it's not like you're going to get a lot of new personnel aside from Lugo and Matz, hopefully in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, and those are two guys that are pretty good. So, but Dave, I think last night, some of these guys are getting back into, and I know we had spring training, but as you guys know, you can't read much into spring training at all. But you're starting to see some advancement. Obviously, Jake's feeling good. Even though Zach kind of lost his command last night, I think he's made strides. I think we saw some strides from Harv. So I think we're getting back into it. But it's all about, being able, and that's why, to be honest, with the days off, we said we'll just put Gesellman in the bullpen for a couple of days and use him out of the bullpen, just to take the strain of the other guys down there. And I think it helped out a little bit here in the last couple of days. There was a chance, had we got back in the game, that we would have used the Gesellman again today for an inning. I didn't really want to, first time he's been in the bullpen, and to bring him back to back, especially night game, day game, I didn't like that scenario. But, you know, it's about our starters doing what we think they should do, and that is basically getting us through 6. And then all of a sudden you can kind of match up those last 3 innings with what we got, and I think it works out better than, you know, every day having to do it. So.
Do you think so with Zach? You just felt like you guys have been kind of pushing him pretty hard. He's done a lot of work.
He has, David. I think, and again, have we pushed him too hard? I don't think that. I just know we were kind of anticipating there might be a time when, you know, because it's been so long since he's pitched, that he might start to be a little fatigued. And I didn't even hear. He just talked to Dan today, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him about what the issue. He just said to Dan, I could use an extra day, so which made sense.